In today's video, I'm going to show you how to add custom fields in MailerLite so you can collect exactly the information you need from your subscribers. MailerLite is one of the most user-friendly email marketing platforms out there, and custom fields are what allow you to go beyond just a name and email address. They let you segment your audience, personalize your campaigns, and really understand who's on your list. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. First things first, you'll need to log in to your MailerLite account. Go ahead and open your browser, head over to the MailerLite website, and sign in with your credentials. Once you're in, you'll land on your dashboard, which gives you a nice overview of your subscriber count, campaign stats, and recent activity. This is your command center, so take a moment to get familiar with the layout if you haven't already. Now, from here, we're going to dive straight into the subscriber area. Look at the left-hand navigation menu, that dark sidebar running down the side of your screen. You'll see a few key options like campaigns, forms, and automations. What we need is subscribers, so click on that. This takes you to your main subscriber list, where you can see everyone who has signed up. But we're not here to look at individual subscribers just yet. We need to set up the fields that will store their information. To do that, you'll want to locate and click on fields or custom fields within this subscribers area. In most versions of MailerLite, you'll see a small tab or link near the top of the page that says Fields. Sometimes it's under a drop-down menu labeled Manage. Just click that, and it will open up your field management screen. Now you'll be looking at a list of default fields that MailerLite provides automatically. These are the standard pieces of information that come with every account: name, email, and usually company. You can't delete these, and they're essential for basic communication, but they're quite limited. For example, you might want to know what product a subscriber purchased, what membership level they have, or even their birthday. That's where custom fields come in. So take a quick glance at what's already there. This helps you avoid creating a duplicate field later. Notice how each field has a type, like text or date, which we'll talk about in a moment. Ready to add your first custom field? Look for a button that says Add New Field or Create Field. It's usually a bright button in the top right corner of the fields list. Click that, and a new form or pop-up will appear. Here's where the magic happens. First, you'll be asked to enter a field name. Make this descriptive and clear, because you'll be using this name when you create segments or personalize emails. For instance, if you run a membership site, you might call it Membership Level. If you sell products, you might call it Favorite Product or Customer Type. Avoid vague names like Info 1-inch or Data 2. Those will confuse you later. Keep it human-readable and specific to what you actually want to track. Next, you need to select a field type. This is crucial because it determines what kind of data your subscribers can enter. MailerLite gives you several options. Text is the most flexible, great for things like a phone number or a custom note. Number is perfect for numeric values like a loyalty points balance. Date is ideal for birthdays or subscription renewal dates. Dropdown lets you create a predefined list of options like gold, silver, bronze for a membership tier. And checkbox is a simple yes or no toggle, like once promotional emails. Think carefully about which type fits your use case, because you cannot change it after the field is created. For example, if you choose text but later wish you had a dropdown, you'd have to delete the field and start over. Once you've selected a field type, you may see additional configuration options. For a dropdown field, you'll need to enter the options you want to offer, each on a separate line. For a date field, you can sometimes set a default format. For a checkbox, you might label what it means when checked. Take your time here and fill everything out accurately. A common pitfall is forgetting to add all your drop-down options, so double-check that list. After you've configured the settings, do a quick review. Confirm that the field name is spelled correctly and that the field type matches what you intended. This is your last chance to catch any errors before saving. When you're satisfied, click Save or Create Field. MailerLite will process it, and you'll be returned to your fields list. Now verify that your new field appears in the list. You should see it there alongside the defaults, with its name and type clearly displayed. If it's not there, refresh the page or check that you actually clicked Save. Once it's confirmed, we need to make sure it works in practice. Go back to the main subscribers list and click on any subscriber's name or email address to open their profile. This is where you can see all the data stored for that person. Scroll down through their profile fields, and you should now see your brand new custom field sitting there, empty and ready for input. Let's test it out. Click into that field and enter some sample data. If it's a text field, type a quick test value like Test Customer. If it's a dropdown, select one of the options you created. If it's a checkbox, check the box. Then look for a Save button on the subscriber profile. usually at the bottom or top of the page. Click that to apply the changes. Now, close the profile and reopen it. Your test data should still be there, which confirms the field is storing information correctly. That's your final verification step. And there you have it. You've successfully added a custom field in MailerLite and confirmed it works. This one small addition opens up a world of possibilities. You can now segment your subscribers based on this field, send targeted emails, and personalize your messages like never before. A great next step is to start building segments using your new field, or even set up an automation that triggers based on a field value. If you ever need to revisit these steps, just save this video or bookmark the fields page in your account. Thanks for watching, and happy email marketing!